Hey, welcome, welcome. Gonna have a look at the new epic
Can't
freebie
you feel
today.
the love in the air?
It's actually quite a
We're
decent
going
one.
out on a date.
It's Eternights here. Looking at it right
You
now.
just seem so confident.
By Studio Psy, which I've been looking up.
I'm scanning your molecules.
It seems to be
Before the
just
world
a solo
ended,
developer.
I was on my way to film a school drama.
It just appeared in my dreams.
I have to go.
You can see already in the trailer, right?
We should get out of here.
The voice acting is quite decent.
Don't be early to close off your heart and give up.
It's an anime game. It's kind of a JRPG, action combat. But it's quite decent, gotta say. Like, I got hooked for playing it for like an hour.
But still, we were supposed to see the world together.
So let's have a look, alright? Right now,
Yes, everyone.
we can find it being... How much? How much on Steam? $7.50 on sale? And it's for free on Epic? That's not bad. It has controller support, so you don't have to mess with your controller settings at all. It just works out of the box. And there's some quirks to it. That's again a Unity game, like yesterday. So let's have a look. I installed it with Heroic. Make sure to start it first on desktop mode from Heroic Launcher, because there is a weird thing that pops up in your browser that wants you to allow Epic Games to start the game. So just make sure you start it once or twice first in Heroic Launcher. I was using Proton GE 1025 as usual these days. It's the latest one. And other than that, it's been working fine as long as you ignore that frame limiter is not working in the Steam Deck. Like, if you check out the performance mode here, this frame limit is just not working. I can disable it and it's gonna be the same. I set a TDP limit. I've tried it lastly at 7 watts and I think at 10 was around the best spot. I can show you a bit more about this later. So this is pretty much my settings for it. We can go up on performance level while we have a look. Just so we can see a bit better what's going on. Yeah, I'm running on SD card, so the loading times might be because of that. These are my settings here. I've turned on the 60 FPS lock in-game here. Unfortunately, the Steam Deck's FPS lock does not work. Texture quality to 100% seems fine. Shadows on medium seems also fine. I don't think this game needs anti-aliasing. And I turned off all the other stuff that I think we don't need for a good experience. I have not played around with seeing the videos, the difference between MP4 WebM playback, but the videos playback fine, and it goes down to like 11 watts usage or so while they play. And there's a lot of videos. It's a lot of like anime style videos really in there, and it's quite impressive for solo dev. So let's get back in here. The gameplay, I gotta say, it's a bit different than your usual JRPG. It feels much more like Batman, like an old Batman, where you gotta dodge and then you get your hit back. But it's much more. I gotta say, it feels more annoying. Like it is more precise. Like right now, I missed it again. You can see that there I hit it, and then I have to hit him a bunch of times, and I don't do enough damage to like take him out right away. With Batman, if you dodge once, right, you get the instant kill on the enemy. So this battle style also, it does not allow you, like most JRPGs that you play, you can do it for the story and you can just hit A all the time and you're good. Not with this game. With this game, if you keep hitting A, or X in this case, and just hit button, you're usually gonna die. Like right now, of course, it didn't show it. But let me show you. Yeah, I'm just gonna die if I keep just hitting the... Oh, I swear, usually I die if I just keep spamming. That was a perfect example of it working one time. But I swear, if you play this game and you spam your hit button, you're just gonna die. So it's an interesting combat system, but I thought it was a bit tedious at times because the timing for dodging was quite slim. But I think it's more interesting than just hitting A all the time or X all the time.
Yeah.
And you can hear the
They're
voice
only
acting.
attacking him.
It's really
Why?
good.
Maybe his arm?
It is the brightest thing here.
The thing is, it's an anime game, and it is leaning heavily into it. Like, you can see the options that I'm getting here, right? It has kind of dating stuffs into it and world-ending anime stuff that I need to be the hero and save. It's like a very typical anime style, but it has quite interesting and charming characters.
Your smile is darker than you think.
And the dialogue doesn't feel forced, like in a lot of these other games. And that is really impressive for a solo dev. Like, if he wrote this all by himself, of course the voice actors have been hired, right? But it is quite impressive. Also, the you see the scene changes are quite pretty. It doesn't feel laggy at all, even though I reduced the. And maybe this is the best time to show you now. Like, you can see how much watt I'm using, and maybe I should extend the power level. Right now we're at 16 watts, right? Now if I take out the TDP limit, like, this game is very weird. Like, the frame limiter doesn't work in this game. Now if I turn this off, usually this goes up to like 17 watts or 18 watts. But sometimes it just goes higher even though it is turned on. Like, I'm not quite sure why my performance limiter in this game is working, but I've seen reduced energy usage when I turned on the TDP limit. Like, right now I didn't really change anything, and it's gonna be going up slowly, I believe. If I can show you, if I turn this on, let's say I reduce it to like 30, it just doesn't do anything. It just doesn't work in this game. So, I mean, GPU clock, I've tried this also. It just makes you your energy being used increased. So the only thing that I had turned on was TDP limit, but I'm not quite even sure if it works. Like, I haven't played quite enough, but that was like the setting that I was doing fine with. And the usage of your power, it goes like when videos are playing down to like 11, 10 watts, and sometimes during the fights it goes up to like 18, 19 watts. At least with the settings that I have. I think I showed them to you, right? So here where everything is pretty much on low, except for texture quality and shadow resolution. Which is, I think, a good way to play it. You're getting almost constantly 60 FPS. It doesn't feel choppy, even though it's a Unity game, but it has its quirks of sometimes going big on the power consumption, sometimes dropping to very low. So it is kind of weird, but it's smooth. The transitions are smooth. And I gotta say, if you are not into the combat system, because it's not just like your usual JRPG of spamming X, you can drop the gameplay to easy mode. Don't feel bad about it. It's a good way to play it because the story seems to be fun. And then it has Persona style social stats, kind of, right? Your dialogue options give you some stats. It depends on whatever you pick, and that will increase your damage and your combat. And then you also have points that you can get from leveling up and finding in the dungeons, which you can increase and get new abilities. So it's a quite, let's say it's a very simplified, shorter JRPG with action combat, and if you're into that and if you're into an anime story, it's quite a good game to play, and it plays decently on the Steam Deck. Like, you can see it's using 14 to, like right now 14 watts because it was in the menu, and sometimes it goes up to like 16, 17 watts on average, I would say. And that's a good playtime. It's good for having it in your hand. It feels smooth. It's quite a decent Steam Deck game. I love it. Like, I think I'm gonna go back to playing this as soon as I caught up with the videos of these epic freebies here. And as you can see also down there, our frame graph while we're running around, like you can see the tiny, right? It's between 14 and 19 milliseconds, and that's really good. Like there's almost no hitching in these games. Even if I open up menus, like when you were looking at the game yesterday, right? You would open up menus and you would really notice the hitching. This one is quite good, and it's a solo dev, right? Who did decent dialogue. The story, I'm not quite sure about it yet. It just feels like kind of a bit generic, but characters are quite fun. Characters are quite fun. Sometimes it has like some parts in it that are more horror themed than action, where you have to like run away from monsters, which is also a nice touch. Like it's a very good entry. Like for him, it was his first game. I'm impressed, and I'm probably gonna check it out a bit more. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'm gonna grab some tea. Thanks for hanging, and bye bye.